Today, when we open the box on this new Aces Jackpot LS engine control system, haven't looked at it yet. I just took it out of the box. I set it up here because I don't have a lot of room to be wobbling around things. So on top of it, like this, comes with the invoice, Jackpot plug and play, LS EFI drive-by-wire and trans controller. It has the Aces 7-inch Pro Dash and everything else. It comes with a hand holder, 7-inch handheld holder, and O2 sensors, GPS repeater. This was on their Black Friday special. You could get the if you bought the drive-by-wire with trans controller for LS swap, you got an upgrade to a 7-inch Pro Dash for free. You get 10% off site-wide on all their stuff, throttle bodies and everything. You got another 10% off, or another $100 off. Now I think it might have been another 10% off if you got on their mailing list. So it turned out to be a good deal. It was under $1,200 shipped to the house, and so I have. So it's got warranty. All products have a full 1-year warranty against any defects of quality or workmanship from date of purchase. So nice. It'll probably take me that long to put it in because this is, always takes forever to do something like this. So here we go. Just gonna see what it looks like. It's a nice looking box, black and gold and yellow. Okay, so comes with a nice manual. Looks like it's got a lot of pages on it. Pretty substantial. I guess this is going to be everything you need. Initial power up. I see the controller here reminds me. I sent an email asking a few questions. One of them was, can I use the truck? Will it work with the truck throttle body, and then maybe an upgrade to a Trailblazer SS throttle body, or an LS3, which I have one of those throttle bodies already. And I kind of just got a generic answer back. Yes, that should work. That will work. And so I don't know if they just thought it might make or break my questioning, might make or break the sale. That also included, does the 7-inch dash, can you have the RPM and the miles per hour on the same screen? And I never got an answer on that. So I'm going to say no for that reason right there, which doesn't matter. I mean, that's still not going to stop me from, wasn't going to stop me from buying the setup. So yeah, everything looks good. Got some info. Everything goes through the dash. Pretty nice. Okay, so there's that. And yes. So we have the 7-inch dash. I like it. It's gonna look good on the steering column or somewhere. These LS swaps, I have a 78 Z28, and it won't have a speedometer, won't have a tach. After this is done, you have to buy all the gauges to figure out how to make that stuff work. So with the GPS, that's one of the selling points also, or deciding factors was their GPS speedometer setup that you can use on this dash right here. Even if it's a little janky and jumpy, it's still better than none at all, especially these days when they're just radaring like crazy. So looks good. Okay, here's the GPS stuff right here. Excuse me. So it's a lot of nice wiring. I'm not going to pull this out because if I do, I will never get it back in there. A couple of O2 sensors, one for each bank. Hopefully these will screw into my LS1 manifolds because I'm not going for the headers right off. I'm spending plenty of money to get this thing running. USB can setup, yeah. This looks really nice. I've heard of some other systems that we're having a problem with their wiring. I see a lot of wiring, damaged wiring on these wrecks that come into our shop. Pulled out wiring, things like that. If this stuff is not pulling out, yay. I hope so. I hope not. It's got a nice GM style connector that locks in. That's good. Yeah, good deal. So we have the ECM. There's some LEDs in the front. Does not say anything about China, so I do feel good about that. And here's some more stuff. We have map sensor, okay. And what else we got here? We have air intake sensor, good deal. Intake air temperature sensor, let me get that right. Something. Oh, okay, the mount for the screen. And we have a USB adapter, a couple of O2 bungs, insulators for the ECM, key ring, a sticker, pretty nice. Yeah, this is one of the deals, like you spend $1,000, you get this sweet sticker. Cool. So yeah, everything looks pretty good. You know, I'm going to try to get this stuff in by the end of summer coming up. It's been an ongoing project. I started a big block project years ago. Then I took the car off the road. I could have actually, by the amount of money I spent on this, the manifolds, the donor truck with transmission, I already had a turbo 400, but I wanted the overdrive anyways. That's what I was actually looking for until when I found this truck. The Holley in-tank pump setup, you know, I could have finished my big block, but you know, I wanted something a little bit more modern and running on fuel injection. Although I do have another fuel injection setup right there, throttle body kit that I could have used on it. Yeah, but it's really old. I have this cam. Get this as a, I think a 228. It's a Jake's cam. Yeah, 228, 230 duration, 585 lift, 112 lobe separation. So it's gonna be okay. A lot of people call this kind of stuff stage 2, whatever that means. When I hear stage 1, stage 2, stage 3 kind of stuff, I think of the competition cams, which now comp cams first came out. Their cams were called stage 1, stage 2, stage 3. That's back in the 70s. So we're looking at the new 3/4 cam right there. And, you know, I've got some other stuff to look at. I got these valves right here. I'm repairing these heads, which are a set of Dart Iron Eagle 200's that on come off old hot rod I bought. Somebody had a carburetor fire. They let it sit out in the rain, ruined 3 cylinders on a nearly new motor. I mean, this motor looked perfect on the inside, except for rusty cylinder walls, forged pistons, scat rods, these Iron Eagle heads. For some reason, a stock cam. I don't know why. And it has this big Chinese Brodix knockoff intake manifold with no carburetor. That's a 650 double pumper that I have cobbled together out of a bunch of used parts. And you know, all these valves and stuff, I mean, they were like new. I've cleaned them up, but they were absolutely like new. You couldn't tell the valves had even been on the seats. So I'm going back in with a 327 I've kept for years and years. I bought about 1990. Strange thing about it, it's come out of an Impala. It's a 300 horse 327 supposedly. Had these pistons in it. So go figure. You know, I don't know what the deal was. But it was only 70,000 miles. Excuse me. And you can see in there's the GM mark. You know, they're forged. You can't hardly see it on this side, but they're TRWs. Got a TRW mark in there also. I don't know why those pistons were in that motor. Hopefully they don't hit the heads. You know, the heart-shaped combustion chamber. You know, it's big single springs. I have this ancient cam. I mean, I never get, like I say, I never get rid of anything. If it's still good, I keep it. This is a Iskandarian Z25 cam. Still in great condition. You know, saw lifters and everything. It's pretty choppy cam at 108 lobe separation. It thumped. Which old truck like that's what I need. It's a 52 Chevy chop top, shortened bed. Yeah, it's got a bunch of stuff. You just have to see it. But and I've got of course, the 327 small journal crank. It was absolutely perfect. So somebody had taken good care of that motor and did a lot of good oil changes on it. We got this old 4-speed right here too. I've kept this for years. I bought that back in early 80s for a 57 Chevy I had. It's fine spline input, large turbo 400 output, dual drain plugs, but it's a wide ratio Muncie. Everything about it is like a rock crusher, but it's not. It's a wide ratio. Last year, the Muncie. And I've got the, here's my Aces box. That's how it comes with the tape on it. You know, not very exciting. This Martin turbo setup, I have an entire turbo setup from, this is also 70s design. It comes with this, how it works is, you know, you see what you got right there. 2-piece intake manifold. It uses these reed valves that under boost close, and let's set this thing on there. But your carburetor, you know, it runs normally through these holes in the intake manifold with the reed valves open. Start getting a little boost built up, it'll blow through there, close the reed valves, pulls your fuel and air mixture through here, through the turbo, discharges it into the intake manifold. Occasionally gets a real nice backfire like a nitrous setup, but you know, it'll support 425 horsepower. You know, it was really quite powerful, turning an old crappy small smog motor into something that make 350 or so horsepower. You know, you couldn't get much more out of one of those motors, but it will go up to 425, so they say. This is a separate turbo manifold. I bought 2 of them. I bought another one. That one's never been used. This is the one that comes with the kit right there. And it comes, you know, all the crossover pipes and down pipes and stuff. I have the entire setup, including water injection, which was nothing but a windshield washer pump and a carburetor jet. And I have, you know, this is like the boomer fuel injection kit. It's in here. This is a B&M Superjection, which was made by Autonomics back in the early 80s. And you can't see it's in the box. That's a video for another day. The way it worked, it had a hot wire, which, you know, MAF, and the only adjustments it had were on, I'm going to call it a computer that used screws, you know, screwdriver. You adjust it like that. So it was an odd setup for sure. But anyways, that's going to conclude this, and hopefully this thing works as good as what I expect it to. You know, when I say on this sort of deal right here, is always bet on Aces.